Hey guys, Shiragi here, and I have another PB Luffy video for you guys, this time in OP14. We finally made it. I think in my last video I was playing OP14 but in the Eastern server. This is now updated for the Western format, so we'll be getting more of that OP04 support that the East doesn't have quite yet. And so as far as PB Luffy goes, there wasn't a whole lot that I've changed here. I was trying a few different versions. Right now, this is the one that I'm running, where we have less spawn clays, we added the Onami, and we saw the Silver Israeli, but we removed the Magellans. We went up on the Brooks here, and we don't have the Stussies anymore. Instead, they've been replaced with the Gum Gum Lightning, which feels pretty good for certain matchups, especially tied with the Brook. It'll let you pop an 8k body when you first minus the attack power on them. So it's been interesting, but I'm not 100% convinced that this is the best version of PB Luffy for OP14 just yet. I will keep testing that and let you guys know. The other version that I ran in some of the video is this here with the OP14 Crocodile. I think this is a really good card and it's great for certain matchups. But there's a lot of times where I felt it was just a brick in my hand, and I just thought going with the other version here seemed a little bit interesting. Again, still testing, so if you guys are running something else or think maybe your version is better, let me know. I'd be more than happy to test it out. But otherwise, some of the videos here will be against leaders that got new support, and then some of the same leaders that we've been seeing in the past few sets, like Imu, things like that. But other than that, that should be everything. We'll talk a little bit more at the end about what other things I've been looking at, but let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Kuzan, okay? So this is a leader that just won the Chinoy's Cup this past Tuesday, I believe. Got some new support in OP04. I was a little bit low on it, just because I do think the matchups that it had in OP13 that are still prevalent are pretty rough. But now that the board is a little bit wider, maybe it's in a good spot. I think we'll go ahead and keep this. This looks okay. I think the Brook will be valuable in this matchup. But I haven't played against the new Kuzan enough to really know for sure. Definitely one I'll be want to test out sooner than later here. We'll grab the Giant, set up the 2Ks up here, and then pass. Do you want to be cognizant of things like Gravity Blade? Go ahead and take that one here. With Gravity Blade, it'll bottom deck to 6 cost or less, so once we have that Beer Luffy out, we'll definitely want to attach it on to make sure it stays safe. For now, though, I think I want to play this out instead of the Black Maria. We'll do that, we'll swing 6, maybe a little bit risky to do that, but we'll go ahead and go for it anyways. I think the trigger for like a Red Rock is 4 or less, and if we have 1 Dawn attached, it should be pretty safe. Oh, but the Grav Blade is a 5 or less, so that's fine. Cool. So start off with that Beer Luffy, ramp up to a 7k lead. And I think I want to keep this for now. So I think I'll just swing 9 and then pass. Because he won't, I don't think he'll Grav Blade me if it's only these two. And okay, he does anyways. So maybe I should have done it. Swing 6 to cycle out some cards. It's fine. And pass from there. So let's get that Brook set up now. And then we'll just try to clear his board. So we'll swing 8 into it. We'll just swing 10 into it just to clear it out. We don't really need a Dawn attached for Giant anyways, or Dawn up for Giant rather. Red rocks the Luffy, swings 8, we'll give him a 2k. Let's play out the Morgan, cycle some cards, we'll pitch you and you. We'll swing 7 with Brook. I'll use this just to get a Dawn back. Play here, we'll attach. No, we don't need to attach. We'll swing 7 first. And then I think 6. Ends up taking that one. I didn't think he would. So we'll swing that 6, he takes that as well, and then we pass. We'll leave 1 Dawn up for Giant in case we do need to protect one of these guys. But we have plenty of 2Ks in hand anyway, so should be quite alright. Okay, trashes it. I was like... 2K... I think we'll take just because we don't have a... No, I want to use the restand, so let's give him a 2k here. Nine cards in hand, probably has the 4k counter event, if not multiple. Play the Nami. Keep looking, keep looking. This works, I think we'll do that. Swing 7. We'll just swing a bunch of 7s here. It's okay, Pheasant Peck is not bad. Swing another 7. Another Pheasant Peck is not bad. Use character ability. Just rest this for fun. We'll swing 5. Argument to leave or attach a Dawn to give these +1 cost, but he's already used 2 Gravity Blades. He's used 1, he pitched the other one, so I think I'm okay risking it. If he has a 3rd one, he does. Yeah, 2 Grav Blades, 1 Red Rock. I mean, if he wants to use it again, it would really suck, I'm not gonna lie, but I think we'd rather just keep this up for Gum Gum Giant instead. We'll do 3 swings. We'll probably take this first one here just to see what we have. We do have a Beer Luffy, but we might end up just pitching that. Because I want this to be able to stay out. If we need to rest something with Usohachi, we will. So let's Giant here just to find a few more cards. Let's be 1k. This way that avoids putting in case he had that. Swings 9 into 7. I think I'm fine just blocking that. And I think only 4 cards in hand. I think we do have to just go for it here. It's a 4 cost. One remove my opponent's effects, but it doesn't say anything about resting, so let's do that. Rest here. We'll swing 7. Swing 5. So let's do 7, 5, 7, and then 12, 12 with this Luffy. Okay, so this is guaranteed now. We'll restand. Okay, that's a little scary, but that doesn't matter here. We'll swing 12. And GG's. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Okay, so matchup is against Purple Yellow Crocodile. Got some good support in OP14. We're going second here. We have a Brook. I'm not sure how Crocodile plays. I don't know if he goes wide or just... I'm not really sure what he does, but this looks like an okay hand, so we'll go ahead and keep it. We have the law to hopefully search for a beer Luffy. We have the ramp option in Robin. And... I think given our hand we grab this. We'll attach +1 so he doesn't get a free pop if he has one of those. And we'll just pass from there. Swings 8, which is fine. Nice. Okay, so we do find the beer Luffy. Here, play the Robin. Start off with a 5 to face. And depending, we can just swing another 5 here. Most likely what we're gonna do... Kiku Nojo's a little tough. But that's fine, we'll just swing another 5. Okay, and we'll pass from there. Swings 5 with the Kiku. I think we do want to be a little bit cautious here. We'll swing, or we'll counter out with a 1. When he maybe swings 7, plays out a 4 drop, I'm not sure. Okay, 9's a little tough for me to protect. I will not do that. Passes with 2 Dawn up, maybe... Swing 5. Maybe like a slow beam that he wants to use. Just deny value from that. Rayleigh getting countered with is pretty nice. So we'll play out the Luffy, AK lead, and I think just clear his board, then pass. Yeah, I figured that was coming. I guess he misclicked. Didn't get his life back from the Kiku. 6 into 4 is fine. We have the boy here. Do that. Swing 8. So it's either 2 cards or a life, most likely the life. And then we can just do a search here. And we'll grab another one in case he has another Rayleigh or something else to pop it, and we'll pass. Kid is pretty annoying. But not terrible. I think we play the Croc here, we freeze the Kid. Swing 7. Swing a 6. This is a 2k, and then we'll swing 8. So it's either 2 cards or a counter event. We do have Giant, so Would feel pretty comfortable using that. Then we'll pass. So our opponent's down to 0 life, which is good for us. 9 cards in hand is not as good for us, but we have some big bodies here. We have Giant, so maybe we find another Rush Luffy. See if we can't close it out next turn. 5 into 5, I will defend. We'll take the Bon Clay. Seven into 5, I think we'll counter out. I think I want to have as many options to swing with as possible. Let me look up that Oh Come My Way card. Because I'm not super familiar. Pops this. Okay. It's a 1k counter. So I think we want to be a little safe here. We'll just swing 10. If he redirects, he'd have to give us another card on top of that, so... Yep. Totally fine. Maybe an argument for the Morgan setup. So let's swing... Let's swing 6 so he doesn't get as much value from it. Okay. Gives a 1k and another 1k. And I think we're safe here, so I'll swing 7 and then I'll play the Morgans. Because we have two 2ks, we have some 1ks, we'll have that blocker set up. So should be okay. Will frighten me, and he could have saved himself here. Unless I swung 6, but I don't think I would do that. So what would happen next turn? I'd have a blocker set up. He could rest it for 7. Or my next 2 cards in the deck. Rayleigh and Giant. Okay, so I would have been safe. So I would have had 1 Dawn up. Have blocker. So he rested for 7. He still has 3 Dawn left. He could swing 9. I'd probably take that. 7, I could counter out. Swings another 7, counter out, and then attaches. Yeah, so we'd be good either way. I guess he saw that a little bit faster than I would have since I don't know what was in his hand, but either way, we take the game, so that should be it there. Okay, let's see who we have here. We have another Imu, we can take second here. Hand looks okay. We have our setup tools, so we'll go ahead and just keep it. And I may just play the Bon Clay to, oh no, this is better. Okay, cool. So we'll pass. Because I can play 2 bodies out instead of just the 1. And then the Robin will work as a pseudo blocker, and I think I value that a little bit more than I would the 2k in hand. So we'll take that 1. Totally fine. Shirahoshi. We'll trash one of the Bon Clays, not super relevant in the matchup. 6 or more in hand, so we will just avoid doing that. Well, do I want to just swing on it? I don't think so. I think we just ignore it and just keep 6 or less in hand, at least for now. Also, if he doesn't have enough cards in trash, that would be the other thing to be cognizant of. He probably will because it's Imu, but you never know. Ends up being the same. I'd rather just have the life, so we'll pitch this one and then pass. So poke a 5. We'll just ladder, so we'll do a 5 here, a 6 here, and then a 7 with face. Having the +1 cost doesn't matter that much. Since St. Mars can pop this anyways, we'll probably just swing at it. And this is a 6, so it is safe. So then that's 7. Counter event, which is fine, and then we'll pass. 1 Elders in trash is pretty nice for us. Hopefully we don't get to the point where he can play them out back to back, but either way it doesn't hurt to see that. Swings 5 and 5 will give him up. This one as well. Maybe I should have protected the first one in hindsight then. But if he had the Marcus Mars, then it ends up being the same. $2K in hand. 2 of his Elders, 3 of them total now. He's out of 2K. Okay. I mean, it's not looking bad. It looks pretty solid for us here. Nosturo, I don't think... Oh, he can swing. Yep. Chooses not to. So this one we do want to get rid of though. Play here, rest you. But he's a 6, I can't count, I can't read. This is a 5 or less. I should have played Sanji, but that's okay. We'll play here. We'll swing an 8, so we'll get 1 Dawn back active from Rayleigh. Should be counter event if he has it. I think he does. Swing 9. Nice. Then pass, get 1 Dawn, and let's see what he does from here. Probably swings into the Rush Luffy, or into the Beer Luffy rather. That is a little scarier. Not a fan of that one. But we do have Giant. Should we need it. I think we may as well. Second swing may be harder to defend, but we will do our best. Cool. So we'll do a 2K, 1K. Maybe plays out a blocker here. Yep. Nice, so we're pretty set up. I don't know for sure if we have lethal here, but it looks pretty good. So we'll -1 here, we'll rest you. We'll start off with a... What's smarter? If it's 9, he probably takes, and then it's 7, 7, 11. So I think let's do 9 first. Okay. We'll swing 7. Yeah, not leaving done up is pretty tough. I have a lot of options to rest, so... Yep, pretty good. Even without the Magellan, this is still a pretty decent matchup, especially if you can take second, just because you are so aggressive early with the rush Luffys. You have cards like your Rayleigh, Sanji, which negates a lot of what he does. Everything's generally a little bit higher cost at a 6 or higher, so the Mars doesn't get that much value versus you. If he uses it to pop things like the Zoro or the Bon Clay, which you really don't play in this matchup, I mean, that's fine. They did their job, and that's usually good enough, but that's it here. Roger back in OP14, getting some of that new support. Primarily, I think it's just the promo Roger, but I think that's enough to make him very spooky. He becomes a 9k lead, which is not fun, but for now, let's do a search. We'll grab a 2k probably. And then we'll pass. 8 I will take. Let's do one more search. We see a Luffy, we'll grab that just to have another backup. Seeing the giant here feels pretty bad, but not much you can do about it. So then we'll ramp. Swing 7. Should take, and then we'll just pass from there. Ramps again. Could be lightning into Brook. No, okay. Take this one, go down to 2. I don't want to get any lower, but I think I should be pretty healthy with the ramping here. Become a 7k lead. We'll swing 5. And we'll swing 8. So the next turn, I think it'll be looking to play this out. Which is a promo Roger. 9. I will have to counter out of my friend. So we'll do a 2k, 1k. We'll play out a Brook. Swing. Maybe just swing 7s. And we'll pass. Okay, not very fun. I think we can take 1 pretty safely. We'll play Luffy. Gives that one up. I think it's 8 on clay. And we pass. So not too bad. We have 2 giants, only 1 Dawn up. But we should stay alive regardless. Because if he swings 12, we can just take that. Then 17 would be a little scary, but 2, 4, 5, 9 would probably have that as well. He could try to clear out the brook as well. I think it's done its job already, just clearing that Scopper Gabon. I don't know if it's super relevant in this matchup. It would be maybe early if he had like the 3 drop that we could easily pop. But even this isn't too bad. So this will die no matter what. So let's just get some cards. Five in hand, no Dawn up. So I think we just pop this. Tick tick, pop. So 9. 11, 11, 12? 11, 12, 13? No, I think it's 11, 12, 12 is what it has to be because of this. Is it better to swing 16? Okay, I guess he made it easy for us. So what would have been better, just so that we know for our reference? If we swing 7, he gives us 1, or I guess in this case he would give us a 2k. It would be info. We swung 11. Let's assume 2k, 1k. 12 could be 2k, 2k. I guess he would do counter event. So 4 cards. If we swung 7, he gives us 1, and then if we swing 16 into 9, you have to give us 8k counter. So that would be better, I think. It's just 7 into the 16 here, but okay, either way we took it, so that should be it. Okay, so that's it for the video here. Hopefully this was helpful, and again, if there's anything that you guys are running that maybe I'm not considering here, let me know. I'm happy to take a look and maybe test that out. Maybe that version ends up being better, who knows. As far as tech options, like I had said, there's a few things that I've been looking at and I'm still testing out. I like the Nico Robin from EBO2. It seems pretty nice just to be a little bit more defensive. It works as an additional search. Pretty small one, but it's still pretty nice. A few other options that I'm looking at would be the 9-drop Luffy. With some of these games maybe going a little bit longer, having a bigger body seems pretty good. I was thinking about the 5-drop Sanji for a while, but I think with all the removal, or rather with a lot of decks having anti-removal, it doesn't feel as good, and for certain matchups it just feels like a brick, versus like Lightning is also a brick, maybe depending on what you're going against, but you still have the brook tied with it, so having one or the other I think didn't feel too good for me. Other than that, the other card, especially for the Boa matchup, was Top Knot that I was looking at. This is one that PB Luffy was running back in OP09, but it's really fallen out of favor just because of the meta. This might be one that's worth bringing back in. The only issue with it and a lot of the other like Dawn -2 cards is that you do run a lot of Dawn- now, especially with things like the Beer Luffy, and then if you have Brook out on the field at the same time, or if you want to use Gum Lightning. It can be pretty tough to get this off. Maybe in like your turn 4 you can play it out, but it seems pretty hard. Unless I guess you have like a Black Maria already on the field, but other than that, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and again, anything you guys think about, let me know. Be happy to test it out. Other than that, thank you so much. See you in the next one.